Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and it's time. Tomorrow is the Direct. Finally, June Direct. It's finally here. Just as I said, late June. And, obviously, what else are we going to do? What are we going to do? Not predict what's going to be in the June Direct? I'm joined today by Alyssa, who lost her mind about Apollo Justice earlier this week. You guys might have seen that one. And two special guests from the Just Be Better podcast. Please introduce yourselves.
The greatest podcast ever.
Just Be Better. I am Marco. Pleasure to meet you guys. And with me, I got my co-host, Michael. My cohort, yeah.
The greatest legend, the greatest predictor of all time.
Now, today we are here to talk all things Nintendo Direct, June 21st, 2023. All right? So, first of all, I think we should just start right off the bat, like some known quantities. What's interesting about this Direct, there's not that much we know of coming later in the year. All right?
Yes,
we know nothing past like Pikmin 4.
That's why this Direct is needed. So
yes, very much.
It's coming.
Yeah, no, very much so. I'm glad we're not just getting a bunch of random Twitter drops throughout the summer. But, there are still a few known quantities. I think first and foremost, Pikmin 4. We think Pikmin 4 is going to be here, right?
Guaranteed. A new trailer.
New trailer for sure.
1-2 Switch, 10,000%.
You know what? That's debatable for me. Because, so I think this game, Nintendo is trying to sweep this game under the rug so hard.
We talked about this.
Here's the thing. I think it could show up, with the 2-minute gameplay during the Direct, whenever, just to advertise it and show it off. Or they could have a trailer soon after, right? Just to show it off. Either they want it in the Direct and it gets overshadowed by everything else, or they want it outside of the Direct and it gets overshadowed by the Direct. Because I don't think they clearly we're more than 2 weeks out from announcement and less than 2 weeks from release. They clearly don't like this game. They clearly think it's very bad.
Did they do the same thing with Ring Fit? I could be wrong.
Ring Fit was announced the week after the Direct aired in September. Yeah, and then it launched a month later.
Okay, so we have honestly not too far of a similar situation.
Yeah, usually a lot of their casual games like this, like Labo even, they'll announce outside of Directs and won't show in Directs. The only people are saying this could be in there because people are like, well, 1-2 Switch was in a Direct, but that was technically the Switch presentation.
Yeah, the original
one. So, who knows?
I think there'll be a small trailer. I think they'll be in the reels. They'll be here's a little trailer. Yeah.
You know what? Sizzle Reel, it honestly could be there in Sizzle Reel. It could even be as simple as in between the good announcements, whomever it is, whether it's Takahashi or Koizumi, they're just like, hey, by the way, everybody wants you Switch is coming out next week. Be sure to check that out.
We're going to see the horse head as a silhouette, and then we're all going to collectively look away from the screen and get recording for the next reaction. That's exactly
sounds about right. But yeah, that one's an obvious one. But those are kind of the big obvious ones. There's a few other things.
They'll talk about Sonic.
Oh, wait, Sonic Superstars? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess third-party stuff as well. I feel like that'll probably get a trailer, just a quick, maybe a new zone or something they'll show off.
High key, maybe Silk Song. Silk Song's
we're getting frisky already. I don't... Okay, so here's the thing. That was supposed to come out first half of the year. First half of the year, they were saying at the Xbox show last year, they said it was first half of this year. And then they announced a while ago it was delayed. They could show it here. I don't know. I feel like at this point, it is high enough tier to be in a Direct.
Yep, 100%.
Honestly, if they have nothing to show, it could even be a bigger announcement. Oh hey, here's Silk Song.
It exists.
It exists. It's coming out. It's literally in between headlines if they think it's big enough. Honestly,
yeah,
they don't have enough, and they don't have enough stuff because we are clearly nearing the end of the Switch's life cycle, which is interesting. I don't know. We'll get into that.
That'll
later.
be its own video.
That'll be its own video. Yeah. No, but I guess there's updates are kind of a big thing because first of all, I think first and foremost, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass.
Yeah,
we're obviously seeing Wave 5 here.
Can't wait. Can we predict all 8 courses?
I'm going to tell you them right now. I know more about everything. I know more about everything. I know more about this than everyone here. The 8 tracks you are getting in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 5, depending on the release date actually, because that changes things a little bit, are Los Angeles Laps, Koopa Cape, Mushroom Bridge, Daisy Cruiser, SNES Bowser Castle 3.
6.
Wait, did I say 6 or 5?
No, I'm just telling you. You're on number 6.
Okay. Athens Dash. If it comes out before... Yeah, I said LA Labs at the start. If it comes out before the next city gets added to tour, I'm going to say Piranha Plant Cove. And then one of the new tracks, I'm going to guess the leaked Bathroom track. Bathroom will be there.
And will Poochie be there?
No. What? As much as I want Poochie so bad.
Give me the 3 characters.
The 3, I think there will be 2 this wave, and 3 the last wave.
Funky's the last wave, 100%.
Funky's totally last wave. I'm gonna say Diddy and Pauline this wave.
Literally perfect.
I'm gonna say Diddy and Pauline. Diddy and Pauline, but I could see Pauline getting swapped out for Petey. Yeah, because they also Piranha Plant Cove.
I'll take Petey.
There's Petey Piranha statues in the track, so that could happen. Whether or not they reveal the whole thing right then and there,
know how in Mario Tennis Aces they had the spiked Piranha Plant playable. Are we going to get that?
No, we're not.
Is there any Piranha Plant character in Tour?
It's not in Tour.
Out of everything, they didn't add Tour.
There's Petey Piranha.
They didn't add.
Now, here's the thing. There are apparently, going back to the Tour's Dead video, there's 5 high-end characters, which are like the cool characters left to add.
Yep.
They could just be shitty skins like Gold Knight Luigi, or they could be Fire Piranha Plant. We don't know. Fire Piranha Plant could be announced by now, actually. I don't even know.
There's going to be like a brand new thing because almost all these characters are in Tour. In fact, is every 8 deluxe character in Tour? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so they're going to add
except
one
the crossovers.
Okay, they're going to add probably 1 skin for everyone because
that would be so.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Here's the problem.
Here's
Here's the problem. That'd be cool, but they actually don't have enough skins in Tour for that. Only out of the Koopalings, only Larry has a skin. There are no skins for dry. Actually, there's gold dry bones, so there's that. But there's no skins for Donkey Kong. Actually,
that's the most heresy thing.
I don't know why they never did a DK skin. They've only done 2 Bowser skins. There's actually 3 Bowser skins now with Dr. Bowser.
I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I could see a world where a new character comes to 8 Deluxe before Tour. They haven't brought back Paratroopa or Honey Queen or Wiggler
They're not
yet.
bringing back Paratroopa. They're on the Sky Garden.
Don't do Paratroopa.
On Sky Garden.
They're on every track. Paratroopers are littering all these tracks.
Waluigi.
The only real thing left to say is that whether or not it's like a shadow drop, they announce all the tracks, or they just tease it.
100% tease like the Yoshi's Island.
You know what? I was leaning towards
that's
shadow drop, but I feel like you're kind of onto something. I think it's going to be coming out like mid. It could come out mid-July. Yeah, mid-July, and they could announce all of the tracks and say mid-July because at that point it's like 3 weeks away mid-July. So
exactly.
Yeah, no, but that's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass definitely there. Yes.
Can I talk about my least favorite game of all time? That's actually my favorite game, Splatoon 3.
Oh, yeah, so Splatoon 3. So last Direct, Splatoon 3 had a big showing. They teased the expansion pass.
And we screamed.
A lot.
And Inkopolis was shit.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, but side order. Yeah, side order is coming up.
Yeah.
Do we think it's here?
Within the next couple weeks, yeah. I think they're just going to show a trailer showing the story.
Splatoon Direct.
Pearl and Marina.
They're going to do Splatoon Direct. They're going to announce the Direct.
Really?
Because here's the thing. So
if there's more than just the side order, then if there's like a second wave pass or something.
That's what I think because of the color. Because of the color.
The color theory. Okay.
Color theory a long time ago where there were
my
one thing
about color theory is I feel like if it was indicating more, they wouldn't have those colors on there. They would have those colors. They would have 2 colors, and then they would have 2 colors on the next pass. Like, why would you have all 4 colors on one pass?
It.
My thing is number one, they're not going to give you a new logo for the expansion pass later down the road.
They did for Smash Bros.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Fighters Pass 2 has like a different logo and background and everything.
But because they're 2 completely different passes. Like, I'm saying it's going to be part of the same pass.
Oh, well, they're going to add more, or you're going to still have to buy it.
They're going to add more. That's what I think.
Nintendo not giving you a deal.
Nintendo's
not giving you a deal. You're gonna have to buy more.
Well, maybe that too. Who knows?
They could do that. I do see a world though, because obviously Splatoon 3 is meant to get another year's worth of support, and if you want to keep momentum going, maybe another expansion pass would be a smart idea. But they have been adding. I will say they have been adding a decent amount of content each of the last 2 seasons.
The roadmap is horrible because as someone who played like almost 2,000 hours of Splatoon 2 and loves Splatoon 1, loves Splatoon 3 still, you cannot have 3 months, especially when their patches, like balance patches, are bad, and like. You had 9 new weapons. At this point, Splatoon 2 had more, and it started with like half the weapons.
No, for real.
Literally, there's no main weapons. There's no nothing.
This is gonna be a whole separate video down the road. Look forward to that. It's gonna be a great one. But Splatoon 3 definitely side order trailer. Seems pretty likely. I won't be too shocked if it's not here. I honestly could see them waiting till later in the summer to show it off. Yeah,
or even in Twitter.
Even in Twitter. Honestly, I could see a world where the week after Pikmin 4, or maybe 2 weeks later, they have a trailer. They just drop a trailer for side order.
Yeah, here's side order. It's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so before we move on to leaks and everything, my roadmap for like the possible Splatoon 3 side order and just general Splatoon 3 content direct would be, because they probably are going to announce a new ranked mode, a bunch of other content in. So they'll tease it like they did in the last Nintendo Direct. Like they'll tease side order and tease some new content. They'll say Splatoon 3 Direct, stay tuned. And by like near them, like maybe a week or 2 after the booster course pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they'll say, okay, here's one at the beginning of August. And then they'll do Twitter drops for the new season's weapons. Like So in the entire month of August is Splatoon content.
Yeah, that could make sense. I mean, unless they have an August game, but we'll get into that later.
They don't.
They don't. The answer is they don't. They never do. Literally, they haven't had a single August.
No fun.
Yeah, no fun allowed. Actually, well, I was going to get into one other thing, but before that, real quick, no Pokemon this direct, right?
No.
Yeah, no, they're going to do their own show. They're either doing they're probably doing their own show like next week or something.
Probably in August. That's my read.
Okay, all right, sure. But now I guess we have a little combo of leak and what's it called? Leak and
rumors
and already known because here's the thing. I kind of forgot about this, but I just remembered it now. Zelda DLC. Are we seeing it here?
Yes,
because we talked. So the thing is, they found patterns in the game for Ganondorf and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom style gliders. But you can't obtain them in the game.
I think that's Amiibo, though.
Yeah, that's Amiibo. But are they going to talk? Is now the time to announce those Amiibos?
Why not?
Amiibos tease DLC.
I could totally see a headline that's about Amiibos because they also have the Noah and Mio Amiibos
and
coming
they have
out.
Smashed Amiibos.
And they could do new
that's right. They still haven't said
that's
all three of those. Yeah, and usually Nintendo has announced Amiibo historically around the June season. Like I remember one E3 they announced a bunch of Smash Amiibos and the Link's Awakening one.
I remember that.
So yeah, you were gonna say?
I was just gonna say I cannot wait for them to be like, okay, here's all the Amiibos, and then it'll cut to Smash, and it'll be the Sora Amiibo. It'll be like, oh, like it's holy.
Yeah, because they didn't confirm it. They didn't confirm it. Yeah, we let Disney make a figure for us. Yeah, we got Disney merch. Yeah,
exactly.
No, but now I think it's time to get into actually. Well, we didn't even talk about. I mean, whatever. Zelda DLC. Does that show up here?
Yes, it's teased, and then they'll again be Zelda Direct.
There you go. Or just the general, or there's just a September Direct where we see
that too. But I think they're going to do a lot of
how much content are they going to really add to Tears of the Kingdom?
A lot, like the last one, I
don't think it was that.
I'd be down. I'd be down for a dungeon.
Yeah, it was 2 waves, but
I'd be down for a dungeon. Just to have like a trial and then just a new dungeon
because it's really
in the sky or underground because they don't have any of that.
It's really funny because in Breath of the Wild 1, the final part of the DLC, which I didn't even get to play, I didn't finish it, was the what's it called? It was a brand new dungeon with like a good final boss, and it like analyzed all the problems with Breath of the Wild's Divine Beast. And it improved me.
Hey, what's up? No. I just wanted, because we're talking about the...
okay, all right. Oh, yes, the surprise. Damien from the vlogs, from the Tears of the Kingdom discussion is also
guys?
Here. So what does Damien have to say about Zelda DLC?
We actually talked about this in the other discussion we did. We talked a little bit about the Tears of the Kingdom DLC you wanted. But I just wanted to add, onto your point, I would really like to see, more dungeons and stuff. I think that would be really cool. And, armor and all that stuff.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 1, really.
Yeah. I think the DLC for Breath of the Wild was good.
I like it.
It wasn't...
It could be better.
It could have been more, for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel most of the... Tears of the Kingdom was, all of the stuff that was supposed to be DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
They turned it into, a new game, right?
Yeah.
But, no, I think I'm excited to see.
Yeah, because they could add more Zonai devices. They could add more maps.
That would be sick. Yeah, more Zonai devices, and more Sky Islands. We were talking about that because there aren't a lot of...
content.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of Sky Islands as well. The Amiibos will probably just do the paraglider stuff and maybe, a sword. You could probably get it, I was going to say maybe a sword, but you could get Ganondorf's sword. You could get the glue sword.
That's a spoiler.
That would be dope.
Well, you spoiled 2 people on that, bro. It's not that much spoiler.
It's not that much spoiler. You can, it's okay.
I stopped beating the game.
Dungeons would be cool.
Your dungeons would be cool, but
that's it for me.
Okay, well,
thank you, Demando.
But now that we are done with what is known quantities, I think we need to address there's a bit of an elephant in the room. There have been several leaks and rumors from a lot of the people who have been speculating about Directs.
Do not hype this up.
No, because there are three games that we need to talk about. There are 3 games that we need to talk about that I've been hearing rumored by a lot of trustworthy people that I think are notable discussions. We're going to start with the least interesting one that is apparently supposedly 100% getting revealed tomorrow.
Go off, King.
Mario and Sonic at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. What do we think?
Okay.
No.
Do you like it or no?
No.
Like it's going to happen?
I don't know. Sure. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I've never really been into any of the Olympic Games.
Hi, Marco's raising his hand. I have such a fond attachment to this series. I've never seen a series go so downhill. I'm so sad.
I love Vancouver.
The last 3 of them have been horrible.
Yeah. The last 3, I forgot they skipped a few years.
Vancouver 2010.
Those are great. Those are so great. Those are so great.
And London 2012 on the Wii.
I love London and Vancouver.
Incredible games. If they go back, they give it a genuine party mode. They put genuine thought into the controls.
Tokyo was a half step, but it wasn't good enough.
I don't even think Tokyo was good. I played with you. I sat there. I'm just okay, now where's the rest of my game?
I liked some of the events. They brought back dream events, but there were only 3 of them. Yeah.
Can I tell you?
I like the 8-bit events. That was a cute thing, and I didn't play the story mode, but some people said it was pretty good.
8-bit events now should be a mainstay because those probably take 5 seconds to develop.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I know.
I think they need to bring back 3 events, very similar to what they did in, again, London 2012.
If they just do, I mean, hey, we're back in Europe. If they just do London 2012,
London
what
again.
if they just remade London 2012 and they just said it's Paris? They just slapped an Eiffel Tower in there.
Can we do, instead of London party, can we do France party?
Paris party.
Paris party.
That's what it's literally.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm losing my mind.
I love Paris. I love London party, and I love the event mode in Vancouver where you're just playing through the Olympics. Those are both great, and I want something like that. That's what I wanted from Tokyo. I wanted glue, and the story mode They acted like the story mode was the glue, but it's a story mode. It's not good. Those games are fun party games, and I hope there's like a mode that really captures that spirit, you know?
And speaking of adventure, if we're going to do genuine adventure mode, I don't want anything like Rio 2016 on the 3DS. What
They definitely won't do that.
Again,
Tokyo had an actual decent. Tokyo was basically the DS ones, by the way.
Okay, I was going to say I really just want that. Alyssa is showing us something.
That's like fake.
That is
Of course it's fake.
Why would you even
fake?
pull that up? We're not talking about hardware. Hardware is not getting announced. I'm gonna flash that on the screen. There's somebody. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. But Paris 2024. You know what?
Please be good.
Just please be good. Yeah, I'm guessing it'll come out.
It's probably gonna happen.
I'm guessing it comes out like sometime in November. Okay, I'm gonna go November. You go October. Sure.
Because the last one was November.
I could see a world where I could see a world where they stretch it out to early 2024.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Because they did that for Rio. Rio actually came out in 2016. I think it was kind of to fill gaps because they didn't have much around then. And I feel like we could be in a similar situation where they would want.
I think 2024 is gonna be a good year. Like, or at least a decent enough year to where they don't need to stretch a Mario and Sonic game to be there.
True. There could be another Mario spin-off
I have a question.
set for the holidays that would compete with that, but we'll get into that later.
It's just Lemmers.
No. I'm not gonna. I'll talk about it later.
Okay, you get on to the next league.
Okay, but the next league. So these next 2 leagues are kind of similar because they are both of very similar topics, and they are the most laughable things I have ever heard. But actual credible people are saying that they are happening, so I can't ignore it.
I'm very excited.
First one, F-Zero GX.
Oh, yeah. That one's actually the most likely one out of the 3.
I'm so I can't. A lot of the people who genuinely, I'm hearing so many people who say credible things and leak direct dates and actually know what they're talking about. They're saying F-Zero GX is getting a remaster, or there is at least a new F-Zero game coming out this year. What are you? These people are either about to lose all credibility or we are in for the craziest thing ever. F-Zero, I'm sure y'all know this, F-Zero is a classic Nintendo franchise.
I love Captain Falcon and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
F-Zero is a classic Nintendo racing game series. I love F-Zero X and F-Zero GX. They're such fun futuristic racers, but I felt like Nintendo has seen Mario Kart as the only racer they have needed for the past how many years, and I was always I'd love a new F-Zero, but I feel like it might be off the table. I don't know. But hearing this, it's these rumors started to break right around the time Prime Remastered came out, and I'm like, if they do Prime Remastered to F-Zero GX, they probably won't. It probably will just be an upscale or something, but oh man, and online. Oh,
yeah. It kind of makes sense though, because the booster course pass is ending soon.
Yeah,
they
that's done. Toss out another racing game.
Yeah, they toss out another racing game before the next Mario Kart comes out.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say something ballsy. I'm gonna say something ridiculously ballsy. I think there is a chance they pull a Prime Remastered on this one. I think there is a small world.
Wait a second.
A slight chance where they open the Direct with F-Zero GX HD. And they say later today you can play it.
I'm shaking your hand IRL because that's literally exactly now. I 100% believe that.
But see, here's the thing. Here's why. It's the perfect game to overshadow everybody once you Switch. It comes out the week before, and the physical comes out the week after.
I'm actually genuinely so proud of you for thinking about that. That's literally incredible.
It'd be amazing. It would be such a pop-off because the Prime Remastered Shadow Drop was just a headline. They said available later today, but it would be so hyped it would be so baller to open a Direct cold open with the trailer and just with the text available today.
I shit myself.
That would be incredible. I would. This is literally what a friend from work said today. I'm not even kidding. He said the exact same thing. Yeah, Alessandro, yes.
Attaboy.
Yeah, no,
friends of the channel.
Yeah, friend of the channel. Friend of the show. But yeah, no. That one, I want to hope. I want to pray. But I'm prepping myself. I don't believe it yet. I don't believe it's happening yet.
I believe it.
You can believe it because it's not, for me, F-Zero.
I know, it is crazy because everyone keeps saying it's going to happen, but it never does. But
Melissa, what do you think? Yes or no?
Maybe. I trust what you guys say. I'm a casual here.
All right.
You know?
Cool.
Now, what's number 3, Giancarlo?
The number 3.
Giancarlo from the Edge.
Number
It's all three go.
Number 3 from the leaks. This one makes me want to like kill people if they do. Like this one is like you need to stop. You need to stop saying that this stuff is going to happen, because if this stuff doesn't happen, people are going to cry. And that is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remastered.
They're going to do the same thing. They're going to announce both those, and they're going to drop beside each other.
They're not going to drop both of them. I think one of them either. Okay, actually, to be fair, I could see.
Sense now.
I could see a world, like a small world, where what's it called? Where TTYD gets shadow dropped over F-Zero GX simply because there hasn't been a Mario game this half yet, and there clearly will be at least one Mario game in the second half, so maybe they want to have more Mario going on throughout the year. I could see a world where that happens because of that.
This is going to be the probably $80 remaster.
Yeah, this one will definitely be
F-Zero
full
is
price.
going to be the budget one.
See, that's the thing.
Like
F-Zero could be a shadow drop because it's budget,
sense.
and then Paper Mario could come out maybe in the fall, or maybe
this will be a November game, and then December.
I think
will
September is
be
Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario is like kind of the opener to your holiday season. Honestly, I don't see it as like a game to come out later on.
100%. But I don't even think that it's gonna happen.
You know what? That's valid
because
because, like, the thing is, Paper Mario. I think it. Okay, to be fair, I think it could be time because they actually have a perfect 3-year cycle with Paper Mario.
Yeah.
So 3 years ago, Origami King came out. 3 years before that was
Yeah,
4 years before that was Color Splash.
That's true.
3 years before that. Oh, three. Actually, it's every 4 years now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I could see it happening. It's just that it's such an unreal thing. It feels like for years there's been this fight of, oh, we can't have original looking Mario characters in our games anymore. And so, you know, it's always felt like Thousand Year Door is impossible. But maybe, I don't know, maybe remake, like if remake happens, like that's a crazy announcement.
So let's assume that Nintendo's 2023 isn't going, and maybe part of 2024 isn't going to be the most like game packed. Let's assume it's like slightly lighter.
Yeah.
Like half of 2020 type.
Yes.
So, do they just release F-Zero, Thousand Year Door, and Pikmin 4? Be like, here are your 3 games that you've just been asking for constantly.
Well, I guess if you throw
Just
Mario,
make people happy.
if you throw Mario and Sonic in there, then there's your holiday season. You could just have that.
That's what I'm saying. Where
You see, like I'm saying
a
that
cool
now
down
to
here,
be pessimistic, I am saying that is possible, right? But it doesn't really make much sense if you actually step back and think about it. Like the first half of the year, Fire Emblem Engage, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Metroid Prime Remastered. What else? I'm literally genuinely blanking on the other games coming out. Zelda. Everybody 1-2 Switch, Advance Wars. That's 6 games right there. You're telling me the end of the year is only going to have half of that? The biggest season of the year? The season where historically Nintendo has more releases.
Destroys
Literally.
everybody.
So that is why there's more to say. We all have gathered our thoughts together and we have some predictions that we would like to give on what we think could potentially be here. We each have 3. We all got 3, yeah?
Yep, and Alyssa would like to
I don't know if I have 3, but as we go,
Okay,
I'll
I have
see if
3
I can drop
predictions.
some.
I have
I'll
3.
pull
All right,
something
G
on
from
that.
the corner, go first.
Go.
All right. So this game right here is a lock for this year. Now, the Mario and Sonic rumors have made me kind of wary if this is going to be the exact game that this team is making, but 100% later this year, you are going to see something from this team on Switch, and that is a new game from ND Cube, most likely a new Mario Party.
Oh.
Okay.
How are we feeling on that on the likelihood scale?
I think we might be able to see that.
Marco?
I think it's extremely likely,
That'd be
and
pretty cool.
I will play it every day. Every day.
Alyssa, what do you think? New Mario Party, yes or no?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't really put that much, they didn't entertain the thought of DLC for the other one, so they're probably just gonna move on to the next.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, same engine probably,
something
too.
fresh and new.
Yeah, ND Cube
Same engine,
usually...
same
ND Cube...
It works.
Yeah, no, it works. ND Cube usually, I was telling you this earlier, but ND Cube operates on a year and a half or year-long development cycle between games. Like literally, Superstars came out a year and a half before that was Clubhouse, a year and a half before that was Super, a year before that was Top 100, a year before that was Star Rush, a year and a half was 10. Like, they turn games out really quickly, and this fall will mark 2 years since Superstars came out, which makes me extremely curious. This is the longest development time they've had on a game in the past 11 years. So I wonder, could this be a real good one?
The last time ND Cube, which has a lot of the same team from Hudson.
Yeah.
The last time we gave them any sort of time to work on a game, we went from Mario Party 8 to Mario Party 9. I just would like
They didn't spend 5 years on it, obviously, but yeah.
I know. But also, by the way, I like Mario Party 9. Shout out to anyone who likes Mario Party 9 in the comments. Mario Party 10 is bad. But I think it's likely because that is honestly one of Nintendo's most like consistent outputters on Switch. They put out
two already. Yeah,
2 Mario Parties.
And Mario Party is usually always a big one they put out all the time. They had 3 of them on the 3DS. Like what?
4 of them on the GameCube. 4 of them on the Wii, which is honestly the biggest outlier I've ever seen.
Yeah, literally. Just because of the huge development team. Well, the huge development soft studio shift. I mean, they have a lot of the same team members, but yeah,
that's why.
No, I'm very. The only thing that literally the only thing that is making me say that this might not happen is that Mario and Sonic. Yeah,
those might clash with each other.
Yeah, no, for real. But now the question really is it going to be good?
No.
No?
They work on a improvement down.
No, I think there's a good chance. If they just take Superstars and they make it new,
here's what I think. That for 9 games.
Here's what I think. I think it'll be about as good, maybe a little bit worse than Superstars.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that they'll either have less boards or they'll have maybe one more board than Superstars, but like they're not like
they'll never get back to the classics.
I don't think I don't have that level of faith. Yeah, we will never have another
Superstars is really
Superstars is really close. In my opinion, if Superstars just has literally 3 or 4 more boards and good ones, obviously, then it would be the best Mario Party.
If the 5 boards they brought back were the 5 best from that era,
it would be.
That is a top 2.
Yeah, which would be like I don't know, Waluigi's.
Yeah, I hear what say
right now.
All right, so get rid of Peach's birthday cake because it's bad. Let's get rid of Yoshi's. Because
I like Yoshi's.
Yoshi's is
I like Yoshi's.
All right, sure. And then
they're all basic maps though. All
I know.
the OG ones.
Well, no, Waluigi's Island's crap.
Waluigi's Island's crazy.
Spiny,
I would have loved Bowser Land. Spiny Desert would have been sick.
Yeah, that's
okay, but we're not talking about Superstars here. We're talking about direct predictions. But yeah, Mario Party. That's my first walk.
That's fine. Yeah.
It could be another ND Cube game. I've heard some people throw around the idea of an Animal Crossing spin-off to keep the brand growing, which they did make Amiibo Festival.
Another spin-off.
Oh my god, they made Amiibo Festival.
Amiibo Festival 2. And it's better than every Mario Party ever.
It'd be so funny if they made Amiibo Festival 2 because, guys, Nintendo's popular now. Maybe we could get away with selling toys.
Yeah.
All right.
What's number 2?
Well, no,
what's number 2? No, we're going around. DeMello, you go next.
I go next. Can I skip right now?
You don't have any?
I'm still brewing.
Yeah, like your coffee you're drinking.
I'll finish my coffee. Yeah.
All right, Mark.
This direct's in a weird spot. Like I have certain other predictions, but they would more work for a direct later on, like an early.
Okay,
next
I have
direct.
a very specific prediction that isn't technically game related.
Order,
makes sense. But Marco, you go next. We'll get to mine.
Actually, no, I'll say mine. I'll just throw it out there. I'll throw out Sluggers.
No way! I'm saying that.
Okay. Sluggers is happening. Well, how long has it been since the last?
The last sports game was Strikers, which came out just a year ago. But golf was also just a year before that.
See, exactly. So every year we're getting a cycle of sports games.
Yeah,
and we're gonna get a throwaway Sluggers that has no content.
Okay,
and it's garbage.
Shit.
Yeah,
and it's shit. You forgot that.
Sluggers, I will say, I give them. There's a world. It's being made by Bandai Namco most likely. If they make it,
or it could be a Mario Party 3-on-3, sports mix. Or
Mario 3-on-3. There's a bunch of sports games they could do.
Yeah,
Sluggers is the likely one.
Sluggers is the likely one. I will say. Aside from
one.
Mario and Sonic, Sluggers is probably the most likely Mario sports game for the year because they even brought back Strikers. Like I never thought they were going to do that. So
no, they didn't. Hasn't made it to charts.
yeah. Sorry, forgot about that.
Yeah, back in. Sorry.
So Sluggers, though, we think it's later this year. Obviously,
I think if it comes out, it's going to be like a September, October.
That is
not that late.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. You want to finish?
No, that's pretty much it.
I was going to say that's... I keep on doing it. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
I thought you were going to stop. I think that is a April game very similar to Mario Tennis Aces.
That was
next year.
That was a June game?
Mario Tennis Aces came out in June 28th.
I'm going to cry. I'm thinking of the announcement trailer.
Okay, so you think they're going to announce the sports game now? It's going to come out next year.
The game was announced in January. I could actually see a world... Okay, to be fair... There's an image where right now Nintendo has where everybody thinks that the Switch is like dying.
Exactly.
I feel like it'd be a kind of a smart move to announce a game for 2024 here.
Yeah, but not a Mario sports game. That's a year away.
See, honestly,
move.
now there is one big prediction that I just kind of remembered now of a game that could show up for 2024 here. But if they want to even say a smaller game, that's a good one to just make people think, oh, well, the system's still alive and well if it's getting this stuff. Like if they're just announcing this stuff.
People are going to be scared that there's not going to be a new console next year.
Oh, that's what they want right now. They want to sell Switches. They want to still sell Switches. They don't want to talk about the new system until the new system is closer.
They don't care about our feelings.
Or required, literally.
No,
Marco, your turn.
The worst part is I had the best prediction and I forgot because I started ranting. But let me see if I can remember it. I'll just skip it. I think we're going to... I remembered. We are going to tease Mario Kart 9. That is my
No,
bold
they're
prediction.
not.
No.
They're not.
They're
They're
not
not.
doing
Impossible.
I'm saying no. I'm
The
just going to
booster
turn
course
that
not
down.
done.
Booster
Okay.
course is not done. Tour's not dead. They're not teasing
Remember?
it.
Until those are done.
Oh my god. Okay, so we need to talk about this.
Alright.
So according to these
Mandela effect.
according to
when they
these
talk about Mario
freaks,
Kart 9.
according to
You
these,
remember it,
yeah,
Michael?
according
I
to
do.
these freaks, when they announced the Booster Course Pass, Takahashi said we are currently working on Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
to
People
tie you
remember
in.
it.
We watched the direct together.
Three
and I
people remember
hearing
it.
that.
No, they didn't say. He didn't say that. You were there. He didn't say that.
I don't remember now. That
I remember
that
me,
got
me,
thinking.
We're
Marco,
gonna watch the-
Giovanni. We
we're
were
gonna
popping off.
watch-
We were like,
we're gonna-
"Yo, they actually said it."
They
gonna-
edited it out.
We're gonna watch the footage later, and I'm gonna play it in the direct
Edit it out,
and
edit
in
it
the
out.
discussion.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, yeah, okay, all right, for sure.
Mandela
they definitely
effect.
said
Okay,
that.
what's
They
the
definitely
next
said that.
Well, no,
Oh, that was Mario
That
Kart.
was
Yeah,
my
Mario Kart
idea.
9 ain't happening here. I don't
Okay,
think so.
no.
I think Mario
I thought
Kart 9.
this was a safe space for opinions, and now I feel attacked.
I think Mario Kart 9 is pretty early in the next
Yeah.
system's life. I see
Yeah.
2025 at the earliest,
Exactly.
like a holiday 2025 title.
Me, when that's 2.5 years away, and we're
I
saying,
think
yeah,
it's
at their-
holiday 2024.
I don't
yeah.
think the system's coming out till holiday 2024. So yeah, like holiday 2025 Mario Kart. But yeah, good.
It might be, or maybe a launch
Alyssa.
title.
Bold
But yeah,
to
whatever.
take.
It's
Alyssa,
fine.
what do
Go
you
for
got?
it.
Go
Me?
for it.
Okay, I'll start off with something obvious. You know, it's picking up traction, and a lot of people want it. And I think it directly relates to the system's probably most underutilized feature, which is the Mii's. And you know, we had Miitopia, we had the amazing customization, but I mean, I guess the game wasn't
good.
what people. Okay, well, that's
It's
up for
good,
debate.
actually.
No,
No,
it's
no,
good.
no,
I
no,
like
no,
It
Utopia,
just,
yeah.
it just wasn't what people were
I'm an
expecting.
Nintendo
And I know everybody's been wanting a new Tomodachi Life. Like,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
been raving about that. Come on.
We were kind of trying to will it into existence back in February. I started playing it
Yeah.
again, and honestly, the game is so much
It is
fun.
so
The
fun.
game is just such a fun, like little life sim where you get
Yeah.
to
Yep.
manage around these
Good
Miis,
vibes,
and
good
you get
happy
to,
game,
You can
yeah.
just watch. It's such a chill game. I would be so down for a new entry. I could
Oh,
totally see it
absolutely.
coming.
And I think this
out,
is a good time. Like, I don't think it would be
Yeah.
a game to be at the beginning of a life cycle of a new console. So I feel like
Yeah.
towards the end, it's good to like just.
And
throw
you know,
this
it's
out
good to
there.
have a casual game because all the games we
Yeah.
talked about, F-Zero, Paper Mario,
These are more like high, like
yeah, those are more like attentive games. Like I think I think there will be at least one like big casual winner for the holidays, aside from
Yeah.
just Mario and Sonic.
And you know what? I feel like also, although they're not like exactly the same, it'll kind of fill that Animal Crossing shaped hole that everybody has in their hearts.
Yeah,
in
I guess
terms
right
of like
now.
taking care of a village. Of
It's
people.
such a-
it's literally
It's such a
an island.
casual
Yeah.
game. I would be
Right?
so down for another Tomodachi
Yeah.
Life.
And
I don't.
everybody's into the whole like cozy games
Yeah, I know
type
for real.
kick
For
Yeah.
real.
right now. Like that's all people are talking about on social media.
Yep,
so,
yep.
You know what's better than that?
Yeah,
But-
no. When do you think it'll come out? If it's gonna be here?
Oh, don't ask me that. I don't know. Maybe like a fall.
All right.
yeah. I think,
It's not
I
accurate,
think,
it's not accurate.
That's
I think
fine.
maybe,
Like,
I think maybe early next year. I think why
You
not?
know,
Just start off
see
the
that,
year
you
like
know
in
what?
January.
Okay, hold on. I
That
could see.
might- yeah.
I could see a world where that's the okay,
Yeah.
guys. Don't worry. January 2024.
Yeah, we
we
got
still have
Tomodachi
video
DLC.
games.
Yeah,
Tomodachi.
like that.
That'd be a nice one to kick
Yeah,
off the year.
that's a really enticing one. 'Cause
That's- yeah.
it's insanely popular.
Yeah, no, it's a big popular one. All right, so we have wrapped back around to me. So this prediction's fun. You guys are gonna want to hear this one.
Okay.
This one isn't a video game.
Okay.
But I think they're. Oh, he's making the
Movie?
face. He knows. Yeah. Okay.
Movie,
so movie.
Zelda
Okay,
movie?
movie. Okay. So
I'm so proud of you.
I
You make the best
think.
predictions I've ever
I
heard in my life.
think
Donkey
that
Kong.
Mario movie has come out. Everybody thought it was amazing. I think there's a chance Miyamoto comes on stage to once again remind us about Pikmin 4, but also to talk about the future ventures. Now, Chris Pratt recently put out a comment stating
Yeah,
that
I saw that.
that they are clearly working on something, but they aren't going to talk about it until the writer's strike is over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the progress is on that at all, so I could be way off with this prediction, but I think there
Maybe.
is a chance in the world tomorrow we
Saying
get
it.
the first
Yeah.
look at Nintendo's future partnership with Illumination, and we take a look at not just the Mario movie sequel, but I think 3 movies are going to get announced.
Oh, okay.
I think
just
these
to
are
talk about.
Sequel, Zelda, Donkey Kong.
Yes, you just said it.
Yeah,
You took the
okay.
words right out of my mouth. I think Donkey Kong comes first because that one's been
Probably.
rumored the longest, and they also have the theme park coming out. They want a lot. They want to congregate somehow, and
Congregate.
We're so funny.
I don't know if I'm ready to predict the game just yet.
Mario
but-
movie game?
No, not.
No.
But Donkey Kong movie, I definitely could see that happening. I've had this like Dreamcast in my mind
Who?
for the past little while. You know, we got Seth Rogen, DK, Fred Armisen, Cranky, obviously,
Yeah.
but then we got like Kevin Hart, Diddy Kong, and like Kelsey Grammer, K. Rool. This sounds so
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
This sounds so wrong, but it would just be like so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it would be great. But they announced a sequel for the Mario movie as maybe next, or maybe that one comes out furthest out. And then they say Zelda because everybody will lose it. They'll maybe have a big tease for Zelda. They'll be like, also, this movie, Fade to Black, Legend of Zelda movie fades in.
Tom
Yeah.
Holland.
But
no.
yeah, that's possible.
It's really funny because there's been a bunch of rumors about Illumination doing it, and Melandari, the CEO,
I want
of
another
the company,
studio to do it though.
I know, I do too. But the CEO literally made some statements, some bullshit like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, these
about."
rumors.
That's like,
Who was it? Was it like the Spanish voice actor for Mario or something crazy like that? He came out and was like, "Okay, there's gonna be a trilogy."
yeah, no, I think it was Chris Pratt. I genuinely think Chris Pratt might have said trilogy.
No, but one of like the
I think you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So it might have been the Spanish one, yeah. But I think there is a world where we see these movies announced tomorrow. But I'm not 100%. I want to say this is going to be something that happens soon. Whether
Maybe
it happens
not.
here or at the September Direct,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, all right. The Mellow.
I do got another prediction. I gotta go. It's a smaller one.
Okay.
But I feel like Rivals of Aether 2 is gonna be here. They're gonna be like, it's on Switch, and they're gonna announce a new character.
That'd be so amazing. That's going to be an indie
Right?
world. That's at Indie World.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
August. That's at Indie World this August.
But why can't they do it at like a real?
Because they will never do it. I remember when Rivals came out. I remember when Rivals
Why?
came out on Switch. When Rivals came out on Switch. And then they released Kirby Fighters 2 same day. That was so funny. That was hilarious. That was actually hilarious. I genuinely, wow, like that was such like backseat, like, oh, who cares about Rivals of Aether? We got Kirby fighting game. I mean, I love both, so you know.
Yeah.
No issue there.
I feel like that would work. Like, they'll be like, okay, it's gonna be on Switch. Because like the Switch was the only one that the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's coming to Switch soon. And you know, honestly, there is a world where I see, because like sometimes they will just talk about indies and random third parties.
Yeah, exactly.
Directs.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah,
I could see a world where we just get a headline and it's like, take a look at these indies coming to Switch next year, and then they
it'll be
have
a
a little segment on Rivals, and they're like, or maybe they don't even.
It'll be a trailer. And
They
you
could
see,
do a
like,
trailer, yeah.
Clear in it.
Yeah, that'd
Or
be
new
cool.
characters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually, no, you know what? They could just okay. Hear me out. They just have a sizzle where it's just the announcer guy talking over gameplay with Rivals music, and they're like, and introducing in this direct Fade to Black, Clarion, and it's just gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Like,
Clarion was already
not
kind of
quick,
announced.
it's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
pretty
right.
much it.
So it's time for my next prediction. We were talking about this earlier. I think there's a chance Metroid Prime 4 gets teased. I'm picking all
Ooh,
the big
you
guns.
stole mine. I got another one in the back.
Good, I'm happy because I'm trying to pick the obvious ones.
Yeah,
As soon as
yeah.
you talk about
Oh
suckers,
man,
I've
Prime
been
4.
lost.
I'm so because I'm like, okay. Here's the thing. How do you close a Nintendo Direct?
By copying Arlo's idea. That is what we're doing. They're going to tease it for cross-gen.
Yes,
That's just what they're gonna do.
100%. How do you
they're gonna
close?
specifically-
No, but it's going to be cross-gen. They're going to say it's coming out
It'll be
probably
like the-
2024.
it'll be
They'll
like-
just say
It'll be like the Breath of the Wild.
2024, but
Yeah.
then next year or sometime
With
later this
the
year,
launch-
we'll hear that it's going to be coming out
Yeah.
the same time.
And it'll be a launch title, and then it'll sell probably 5 million lifetime, and we'll be like,
Yeah.
that is the biggest game the Metroid series has
It'll
ever
probably,
had.
you know what? It'll
but
make 10.
It'll be like
Yeah, I'll
Breath of
probably
the
do 10.
10. It'll
honestly.
probably
It'll
be
be like the
they'll
Breath of the
hype it
Wild
out.
for the
They'll hype
Switch.
it up that because that's really you want to. If they want to bring back Metroid, they've already been doing such a great job.
Great
Dread
job.
was a hit. Dread was amazing. Prime Remaster Shadow Drop, that was incredible. Everybody talking about that. Prime 4 closing. I think that's the perfect closer.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of here's the thing. How have directs closed in the past? Usually with game announcements, but mostly it's been like the big ones have been a lot of Smash reveals.
Yeah.
And a lot of Zelda
hype games. The hype
Zelda
games,
has
yeah.
closed 4 directs.
If they do...
Zelda is out. They aren't going to close on Zelda. I think the Zelda DLC could easily be the second to last
Yeah,
thing.
they're not gonna close on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's... the fact that we barely knew about the concept of Zelda DLC in our discussion shows that no one really cares enough for it to be... It'd probably be just a headline.
Exactly, that's what we're saying. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
play.
because
Well,
he's saying
I think-
second last. Like,
I don't know.
last.
I feel like I don't know.
No,
I do
no,
think
second
that. I do
last
think
means
that.
nothing.
I think that it's
Second
gonna.
last league
I
means
think that
nothing.
it's gonna be when they're done headlines and Takahashi's like,
Yeah.
so what did you think? And then he's like, please take a look at this. And then they show Zelda DLC, and then they're like, okay, this next thing will be the last announcement of the day.
Okay,
And
okay.
then they
Yeah.
close on Prime. Doesn't it sound right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
it
right.
does, yeah.
I
Okay.
can see it. I can see it.
But yeah, so Prime 4 is pretty much the last big game they have. I don't think there's any like real big games coming to Switch that they can really hype up with closing this direct. I don't think there's a big 3D Mario or something
Nope.
that they can
No,
close the
no.
direct on. So
Or Donkey
I
Kong
think
or
you
anything,
close
no.
it. I think you close it on Metroid Prime 4. You cut to Retro Studios offices. Somebody on the game is like, we have been working very hard on Prime 4. Here is the first look. And I could totally see a world where we don't even see gameplay and it's just a story teaser. I could see a world where it's just a very small gameplay teaser. But I don't know, just a little crumb of Prime 4 to tell us that, yes, it exists. It's coming, maybe a new title. And they
Yeah.
give a 2024 release window.
Yeah.
And then we
Alright.
hear more about it
agree.
maybe like later in the year, early next year. But yeah.
What are we feeling, Alyssa, for number 2?
I don't know if I should go like realistic or completely.
Have fun with
It could be
Have
whatever.
fun with
Have
it.
fun with it.
I remember when Andre Seegers from Game Explain predicted a Star Fox time travel game at E3 2019. So I think literally anybody's allowed to predict anything in any discussion.
Okay, I'll mention the unrealistic one first because it's definitely not going to happen with the way their branding is. But I would really love like another Solo Peach game, it's not happening.
Yeah, no,
It's not gonna happen.
Because I think
That would
not
be
even-
cool, especially
honestly,
after
I
the
think-
movie. Where
Yeah,
she
no,
had
for
a
sure,
big
for
part
sure,
and
for
she
sure.
was like
Right?
played
Yeah,
as like
yeah,
a
yeah.
huge.
Super Princess Peach was an awesome game.
Yeah.
People have their opinions about it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Whatever.
I never played it.
It's fun.
I played it. I
It's
used to
fun.
always play
It's
my DS.
Good.
It's great
It's
game.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. All right.
Rhythm Heaven.
Oh wait.
Oh, I thought the Peach game was.
No,
Okay,
no,
so-
I'm saying two.
That was a nod,
You guys
but like
talk
Rhythm
about-
Heaven's the main one. Yeah.
Rhythm Heaven. Like, come on.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Rhythm Heaven, it seems about time. There was some things
The
about the
guy,
vocalist.
the art director, he was like, yeah, man, I want to make another one. Let's
They should just
it.
do another one. And honestly, okay, so I remember hearing some things a while back about the art director having some, I think it was respiratory issues or something. Or not the art director, the vocalist or whatever. I don't know if you remember
Oh,
hearing
that's
about this.
not good.
This was like a while ago. I don't know if he's retired or if he can't do it. But even so, like, you can still make a Rhythm Heaven game. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound mean, but you could still make it. You just get a different guy. Or maybe you can get a collaboration. Hell,
Literally.
maybe Nintendo wants to go back to Rhythm Heaven in North America's roots, where the game was advertised as like a hyper-casual game with like freaking Selena Gomez playing it in the commercials.
Beyonce.
Or Beyonce in
was
the
playing
commercials.
it, Justin
Maybe they
Bieber.
want to be like, hey, screw it. Pop songs.
No.
Or they get pop artists to do some vocals for it
Yeah.
or something.
Poo.
Fucking pop
Oh
song.
wait, look what was on my Twitter immediately when she said poo.
That's
Oh,
so
it's
great.
Pooh
It's
from
the
Great Mighty Pooh.
Conquers
Great
Bad
Mighty
Food.
Pooh.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
It's a banjo. Don't
Banjo.
edit that out.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just feel like rhythm games are.
I would be.
popular.
I think Rhythm Heaven could be an easy fit. What do you think?
Yeah.
When?
No,
like,
when?
Yeah.
Maybe recent, or not recent, but like in the near future, like
So, like,
not
September.
because it's like right. It's not a franchise that I think a ton of people look up to. Or,
Yeah, it's just like a little throw in. Like, here's a
Yeah,
cool
it's
new game. It's not gonna be a
kinda
massive
like-
launch, but
Yeah, and how well did WarioWare do in sales?
I don't know. I think it hit like 2 mil or something.
Yeah, because it's not really a micro game type thing.
Yeah, but it's
still, like,
similar. I think
adjacent
it's the
to
same
that.
dev at Intelligent Systems. Which, to be fair, I don't know if Intelligent Systems like was 100% working on Fire Emblem. That's the thing, because Intelligent Systems is a weird company where they will work on. Like, I feel Fire Emblem's their baby, but they've worked on a bunch of smaller stuff in between. Like, they also are the people who make Paper Mario. They made the Pushmo series, and separate teams of them have made WarioWare and Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up in the air if they're working on something right now. TTYD Remastered, that seems like that could be it
Yeah.
from them.
I just feel like rhythm games have been gaining a lot of traction, especially on the Switch. There was that one,
Yeah.
which I cannot remember the name.
Melatonin?
Melatonin.
Yes,
yeah.
that one's great. I gotta check it out.
There's just a lot of like Rhythm Heaven adjacent.
Someday Amiga got announced at the
Yeah,
last
exactly,
direct
yeah.
with
Yeah, like,
Pitbull in it. Pitbull's in the soundtrack.
No word. Like Tycho.
Tycho's sick.
Right?
Yeah, no,
Or,
that
like-
I think Nintendo needs to finally get back in the Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah,
or the
Miku
Rhythm.
Mega Mix.
Bring
fucking-
back. Rhythm Heaven's such an easy one to bring back, and it feels like a perfect end of life cycle game to really throw out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
once
That's
it's
another
spawned. I think it'll probably.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
It could totally be the
best.
best-selling Rhythm Heaven's game in this game in
Yeah.
the series
No,
if they like
absolutely.
try hard enough. Honestly.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so was that your last one? Or
That's
you,
it. That's all I
okay,
got.
so we
right.
have one more prediction each. Who
Yeah.
thinks they have the strongest prediction left?
So what do you mean by strongest?
Like the best one to go.
Best
out
one.
on?
I'm going dead last because I do not.
I don't think mine's the best one to go out on,
Wait,
but I think
no,
I have an
no,
okay
that
one.
means you would
I think
go-
I have a pretty solid one. Pretty
Okay.
cool one.
So
All
Marco,
right.
go first.
Marco, go
This is-
first. You confirmed yours was pretty bad.
Honestly, I think it's the worst one, but I think it's actually the most likely. I think they're doing another Namco collection.
Oh, you know what?
I
haven't
think it's
thought
just
about-
like almost a 95% likely.
Yeah, you know what? That's one thing I keep hearing. Is there? Okay, hold on. Is there a Pac-Man game that's coming out soon?
No, there was the world one.
There was the World War. Okay, that was last year.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so that's why I think
Yeah,
this
you
year.
know what? Namco
just
collections.
unlikely.
Namco collections happen all the time. They've already done like 3 different types of them on the Switch. They did Namco Museum in 2017. They did the Namco Museum Archive series, which was 2 games.
Yep.
And they both launched on the same day, and they never did any other
This is
ones.
the one series I actually know about. That's the worst.
And I love these games.
Never bought
I love them. I love the PS1 ones where it's like a museum that you walk around, and I love
Yeah.
the Wii one where they have like these remixed mini games based with Pac-Man as the character, and they have like a ton of games in there.
Yeah.
If I had any hopes for it, I would want I just want a big Namco museum. Like Pac-Man Museum was really cool because it had a lot of stuff from a lot of different eras, but it was also all just Pac-Man.
Can I tell you my hot take? I think it's so I don't know how many there are. So this could actually just be like a Puff Smoke.
Yeah.
Pipe dream.
I feel like we have the same thing going.
All of their 3D games.
All their
will be-
3D games. Oh, you think like a 3D Namco museum? So like
I-
Tekken.
Yeah, like the
forget all the other Ridge
I-
Racers.
Yes, those two. I'm thinking maybe like the DS Pac-Man 3D games.
Like
There's Jamel, you played them with me.
Pac
I don't know
Roll?
the names, but yeah.
Pac
Yeah,
and Roll is
the-
actually in Pac-Man Museum.
Pac-Man World, the DS one.
Pac and Roll.
The DS one.
It's the one where he's like a ball, right?
No.
Oh, the one where you draw him?
No, it's a 3D platformer.
Is it just Pac-Man World 3?
Maybe, I don't
Maybe
know.
Blink-
I just
They
know
can do
there's
a
one
world
DS I used to
collection. They
play.
can do a world
Yeah,
collection.
that-
That would be a different thing.
They'll just throw in different 3D ones. I understand
Because
that.
again, like they've already done 3 of them. How are you going to differentiate? How are people going to buy this? You have to be like, okay, well, here are actual games people care about. Because let's be honest, the 2D games are cool. Everyone got the
they don't
free
circulate
demo
that
for
much
the
hype,
first
yeah.
one. No one actually bought them to any
Except
significant
me.
degree.
But I
Except
didn't even
you.
buy I didn't even buy the
You're
archives
swi-
because
You have more Nintendo Switch games on that one Switch than there are countries in this world. I did not think it was possible for someone to have.
I actually didn't buy the Namco Museum archives because I was like, those are just Famicom ROMs. I don't care for those.
You know what? Speaking of off topic, we need to get you to a game tour for your 100.
We will definitely.
That'd be
do it.
sick. That'd be sick.
All the games on the
for
wall
sure.
and on the Switch.
We'll do it.
That's incredible.
There's,
But yeah.
there's not as much.
So-
It's not like a 4,000 game room. I have another idea for that actually. I'm thinking.
Save it for an update channel video.
Yep.
Channel-
No, not the game tour. The
Oh,
Namco
okay,
Museum.
yeah.
I have another idea for a Namco museum.
Go off.
So I think at this point, I think you need, if you want to differentiate, you got to advertise this as the biggest and best one. I think this should be Namco Museum 50 games in there. They haven't done 50 before.
Pac-Man World, Pac-Man. It's
Literally
all
just
the Pac-Man
50
games.
of every. I think if I listed every arcade game they've ever included in Namco Museum, I think we have
spray of
enough. We
Pac-Man.
literally have enough. You could take any game released between like 1981 and 1992, I think it is, and then there you go. You've hit all of them. But yeah, that could be something. Honestly, if that happens, I could see that being an August game.
Yeah, sure. Just throw it out there. Yeah.
And
Makes
it'd be
sense.
big enough to actually get a headline if it's the
Yeah,
3D
for
game.
sure. Or they honestly, I say that, but like the partner showcase last year had Bomberman R2, Mega Man Battle Network Collection, and Pac-Man World Repack all in one headline as like a freaking sizzle reel.
crazy.
That was insane. And one of those still not out. Bomberman R2 is not out yet. Oh
That's
my
fine.
god, that's
That's
out in
fine.
like
It'll come out soon.
September.
It'll come out soon.
Yeah.
All right, so which one of you is the stronger
Okay.
one? Whichever one of you.
Let's
you,
whisper.
John.
Let's whisper to each other what it is.
I'm
and
covering
I will
the
be judged.
microphone.
Okay.
No, I think yours are just gonna be bigger. I think yours.
All right, fine. You say yours. You say yours.
Mine's. It could be bigger, but I don't know. I think mine's just.
You know what? Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Go.
Arms 2 or Punch Out.
I was gonna fucking say Punch Out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Arms 2, a Punch Out remake,
It'd be
like a
little
Punch Out Wii
difficult.
remake.
They'd have to like.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
This is the one. This is one of the
Yeah.
ones. This is one of the remasters that hasn't been rumored. It's funny because you know
Wow.
what always. It's really funny because whenever a lot of people like have a bunch of rumors or whatever, like one or two of them come true, maybe one or two of them come true down the road, but it's never in the exact way that people think. Like people are going into this thinking F-Zero GX and Paper Mario TTYD HD, but what if it's Punch Out in
Yeah,
HD?
exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Punch Out Wii remake or Arms
Shadow
2.
Drop.
No,
Shadow Drop that.
I'm shaking my hands out of excitement. 1-2 arms. Just out of pure stupidity.
You know, it's really funny because I
I'm
remember
curious
they had during the presentation they were like, let's take a look at 2 new IPs. One is a multiplayer game and another is I think they said single player. I don't know. They said party game and a multiplayer game, and they announced Arms and 1-2 Switch together. Yeah, that was so weird.
But no, I know that was.
They do it again. They show a trailer for everybody went through.
And then
they're like,
Arms
Arms 2.
Could you imagine if they follow?
Everybody Arms.
Wait. Okay, imagine. Remember what I said earlier about them being like, by the way, everybody 1-2 Switch is coming out next week. Please take a look at this, and that please take a look at this is Arms 2.
Wow, that'd be a good callback.
That'd be such a-
It'd be like remember the.
They wouldn't say it. They wouldn't say it.
Remember the good years, the good old.
The year when we released games.
I'm gonna say this. That's December. If that happens, I'm gonna say that's at the end of the
that'll be
year.
the December game. Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
They've never like revealed any sort of Lego.
Not in the direct.
Not
Not in the
But they
direct,
could do
right?
it. They could
But
be like.
And it says
no,
it-
I was thinking like if they had ever like if they do release like the Zelda DLC,
Zelda deck.
they have to talk about.
I
this
think that's
set.
next. Is that next?
I wasn't
year?
even thinking about. I was thinking about a Lego Mario game or something.
I don't want that. I don't
Oh,
want that at all.
no,
That'd be
no,
the worst.
Is that why they're cutting support because they put all their effort into making the?
God, yeah, they are cutting support of that line next year, but yeah, no, definitely not.
But yeah, they could do that as
I
well.
was
the
thinking
set, yeah.
for predictions. That's illegal.
Uh,
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Nah,
fine.
it's a joke.
I have no. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty
fine.
solid.
But I'm going to end it out on one
Yeah,
thing.
just end
Now,
it- let's end it
earlier in
off.
this discussion, I said that this game wasn't going to happen, but Marco stole my prediction, so screw it. I'm back on the train.
What is it?
We open the direct. We open on a
I'm
sky.
holding your hand.
Yep.
I'm scared.
All right.
Oh my god.
We scroll down. We see a jungle.
Oh, Donkey
I-
Kong.
Nintendo
Yeah.
presents.
Yeah.
No. Nintendo presents.
Yep.
From the team that brought you Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario. We see a boulder. All right. The boulder cracks. shroud of dust. And we see in his hand a green crocodile man. And he throws the crocodile man, he runs out, and then the DK Island Swing theme comes in Donkey Kong Adventure coming this holiday to Nintendo Switch. It is a 3D platformer from the team that made Mario Odyssey. Just as the rumor said like 2 years ago, it comes out this holiday. It is definitely not happening.
Yeah, I really want that. I really want that, but I feel like
I made this for so spoiler alert, or not spoiler, but earlier this year I threw together some predictions for the year. I had a whole thing written on DK Adventure, and I was like Donkey Kong Adventure 3D platformer. Use the other Kongs, they get turned into weapons, and you use them as to solve. It's kind of the way they have the tag team mechanics of usual. Diddy's like a hammer, Dixie's like a crossbow or something. And K. Rool is Mayor K. Rool. He's trying to run for office, and you got to go to New Donk City, and that's like the end of the game. It'd be a cool I think it'd be a cool sandbox style. Basically your Odyssey 2 essentially, but it's a Donkey Kong Country game. I think it'd be really cool, but this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I threw that
I feel
out
like
there.
there will be a 3D DK, but I feel like it'll be like a couple
Honestly,
years down the line
I
on
could
the next
see.
console.
Honestly, like DK kind of feels like a ticking time bomb at this point because the theme park is next year.
Yeah.
The theme park is early next year, and like guys, recently we hit the 10-year anniversary of Tropical Freeze being announced.
No.
Yeah.
Like, this series might as well be dead, but because of how big of a name it is, and they don't have a home for it. That's kind of the thing. DK is literally just like a sheltered animal. Like, he literally needs a home, and then nobody ever picks him up. Like, Nintendo threw him out, they gave him to Rare, then Rare had nothing to do with him, so Nintendo gave him to whatever random third-party studio would do it, then they gave him to Retro, and then Retro threw him out, and he's just kind of been sitting in the closet for, like, the past, like, few months. Oh my god.
It's June.
He's
coming out!
Oh my god, no way.
June.
Okay, alright guys, I'm 100%.
He loves them bananas!
Okay,
Oh
alright.
my God. Come on, man.
Within the last 15 seconds, we're going to monetize. This is fucked up.
Alright, but yeah, no, I think there's I could honestly, I feel like a 3D one might be $2,000, but there were some hirings at the
It'll
EPD.
probably
Okay,
happen.
here's the thing. There were hirings at EPD Tokyo 5 years ago for an upcoming 2D and upcoming 3D action game. Neither of these games have released yet. Now, there's a good chance that they launch new hardware with the 3D action game, and the 3D action game is a new 3D Mario. And the 2D action game could be a new Donkey Kong coming out later this year.
You know what, though?
What?
That just brewed a thought.
What?
And it's not going to come out on the Switch. It's going to be some sort of hardware demo type thing. But I would really, really, really love another Nintendo Land type thing.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Come on,
I've always
that
been
was
saying that.
fucking
It's the
amazing.
best Nintendo party game.
Right?
It's better than
Yeah,
Mario
no, it's
parties.
it is a pretty great Nintendo party
an
game.
Oh,
amazing
wait.
game.
Isn't it Nintendo World? Can it just be called Nintendo
That'd be
World?
amazing.
And they'll release it, or they'll announce it in the beginning of 2024 Direct, or the September Direct of this year. That's what they'll do.
Maybe.
They'll announce it, and it'll be March, April, May.
And it'll
Alongside the other-
and it'll be a game that'll be supported for years because it'll be playable at the actual Nintendo World at Universal.
So they make a game for
like the
theme park?
GameCube demo
Yeah.
stations at McDonald's.
They make
Yeah,
a game.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Don't they guys? They already have that. There's the power up band thing where you go around and it's
Yeah,
connected to
but
the
there's
app.
still you'll be able to there'll be stations everywhere. You can just play a couple.
And
rounds
there'll be
of so many
a
games.
mobile app.
This is just a ride.
Yeah.
This is just a ride. You guys literally just came up with the concept for Super
Sure,
Nintendo
exactly.
World. And they
And they
already
could
did.
constantly
They
update
already
it, add
did.
new
Guys,
menus.
what the hell is happening? This has gone
How
on.
long is this, by the way?
51 minutes.
Gee, wow, we talked about. We're just we'll see where it goes. 20 minutes
Yeah.
if we need to end one.
Yeah, no, I
Just
knew
mention
for a fact
Ideas
it was
just
gonna be
kept
an hour
brewing.
long. This is
You know, we
this
just kept
always
going
turns
up.
out to be an hour long. But yeah, no. So
Those are some great predictions.
So yeah, those are some. We all had some pretty great predictions there. I'm so excited for tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling
Yeah.
about this. I feel like we're kind of.
It's going to happen.
I feel like we're in a good mood for it. I feel like it's just like 2021 where we didn't know anything for the holidays, right?
The E3
Anything
Direct
past
and
I thought the E3
blew out
Direct was
water.
great.
These
Blew it out of the
directs
water.
really matter.
Yeah, and I feel
Especially at the end of the life
because I
cycle.
was thinking back in February when the February Direct was airing, I was like, okay, are we going to be in for a repeat of last year? Is this going to be a big Direct and we don't get a June Direct? But that Direct only had one announcement and it was Prime HD, and that came out the day of. So
That was a horrible Direct. I'm sorry. I'm the biggest Nintendo fan. I only own Nintendo.
well paced, only one announcement.
Well paced,
kinda
only
lame.
one announcement. True.
Yeah, but yeah, this Direct I think is going to be a great one. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's discussion. Keep yourselves cornered for more discussions, reviews, vlogs, reactions, any gaming coverage of the sort that we deem necessary. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Later.